Boom shakalaka, what is going on, everybody? Randall here from Crypto Love, and today is Tuesday in the end of July 2018. We have a news episode for you. Today, the bloody markets, everything is falling down. Bitcoin down almost 5%, ETH 6%. Everything looks in the red except for Binance and Purge. But we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about TRON's secret project. We're going to talk about a whole bunch of people entering into Bitcoin and what's going on with Bitcoin. But before we do that, just want to say thank you to everyone subscribing. Thank you to everyone mashing or nuking the shit out of that like button. Also, guys, if you want to win one of these shirts, make sure you comment on this video and every other video to enter for your chance to win. And pause the video, read the disclaimer. Not an expert. Duh. Okay. So, let's take a look at things here on CoinMarketCap. All right. As you can see, market cap dropped down precipitously, almost $25 billion, from $300 billion now to $276 billion. Bitcoin dominance keeps rising at 48.2%. It was like 47% before the weekend, now 48.2%. As you can see, pretty much everything falling down in the red, except for Binance Coin. That one's still going up. If we take a look at stuff versus Bitcoin, though, the story changes just a wee little bit. All right, somehow Ripple gained a little bit versus Bitcoin. Somehow some other stuff did too. But taking a look at what's going on with Bitcoin, because this is the important stuff. This is what a lot of you are concerned about. You're like, what the shit? My portfolio is falling apart. Well, I mean, just look at this technical analysis stuff, like these lines. I made these lines here like a week ago, and that's just where stuff falls. Right now, Bitcoin, okay, is basically, it's fallen precipitously from like 8,200 down to 7,150 at this line where we saw previous resistance back here in early June. All right, we're seeing some support. Hopefully we'll find support there. Also, we have the 100-day moving average. Now, if Bitcoin drops below the 100-day moving average, things might not be that good. Another thing I am definitely keeping a look at, because you guys know I do that MACD trading strategy. Keeping a look here, as you can see, this blue line, the MACD, looks like it's about to cross over the orange line, the signal line. If that happens, the little play money that I use in there, I transfer back from Bitcoin into Day, which is a stable token. You could use Tether or TrueUSD or any of the other ones. I just don't trust Tether. It's just like waiting to explode. Or maybe it's not. Maybe it's actually true. So that's what's going on with Bitcoin. We'll see if we find support right here. I mean, this level right here, you can see there's been a lot of support and resistance previously. If it falls through there, we could be looking back towards low 7,000s. And if back there, possibly down to 6,800. But a lot of people are still very bullish on Bitcoin and where it's going. So why did the price fall down there? Well, there was definitely the ETF news that caused it. But really, nobody knows. TRON. TRON's in the news today for unveiling a secret project, introducing Atlas. Okay, and Atlas shrugged. So, what is this? Well, last week we know TRON had their merger with BitTorrent, which we knew about a lot before then, but they announced it publicly last week. And their Atlas project, details are scant. Okay, there's not too many details, but details are scant. But the aforementioned improvement to TRON's network efficiency that Atlas will bring seems likely tied up in improving the function of torrenting on the platform. Basically, all those people who torrent. So basically what they say, currently we're exploring the possibility of using TRON protocol to improve the BitTorrent protocol in order to make BitTorrent protocol faster and lengthen the lifespan of BitTorrent swarms. We hope the integration of TRON and BitTorrent will allow both parties to work better as one in the future. Going on further to say, the TRON network will serve as the underlying protocol of this secret project. Hundreds of millions of BitTorrent users across the globe will become part of the TRON ecosystem. BitTorrent will be the largest application on the TRON network, which will allow TRON to surpass Ethereum on daily transactions and become the most influential public blockchain in the world. All right, everybody wants to be the most used blockchain, so TRON, by acquiring BitTorrent and integrating that into TRON, automatically becomes the most used public blockchain in the world. However, EOS would like to disagree. So EOS emerges as the winner with more activity than BitShares, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Steem. So on this thing on Blocktivity, okay, this looks at the average activity on a bunch of different platforms. So right now, EOS is at the number 1 spot, leaving behind BitShares, Steem, Ethereum, and Bitcoin. Also Komodo, ETH Classic, Golos, Litecoin, and Doge on there. All right. Now, there are some people who are very positive about this, saying there's not even any killer dApps yet on EOS, so it's going to be the most used platform ever. However, there are some dissenters, which is stuff that I was thinking. It feels like saying that SMTP has more activity than printed mail, but which carries the most value and which carries the most junk? All right, it's pretty easy to inflate transactions when they're pretty much free. So EOS could be having a lot more transactions just because the cost is a lot less. Anybody can put transactions on there very, very quickly. Roger Ver talking trash about Bitcoin's Lightning Network. Says it's an unproven technology and somehow that's related to this cat here. But he says it's an unproven technology that does not work yet. It has more than a 99% chance of failing of payments over $100. That's why it's not in production mode yet. That's why it's still in beta. And really, I mean, there's Lightning Network, there's Raiden, there's Liquidity Network. There's a whole bunch of different solutions aiming to solve this problem. Everybody else talking about side chains and micro chains and all these different chains that are not part of the main chain. They're potentially second layer solutions as well that'll have to be solved to do this. Now, he further goes on to say that the Lightning Network experience may be worse than what Bitcoin usage experience was from 2009 to 2014. They made the blocks feel like they're reinventing the wheel, but unfortunately it hardly works. So right now, Roger Ver, obviously very critical of Lightning Network. I think this would hold more salt, or whatever that saying is, if he wasn't directly opposed to Lightning Network working. Okay, this is like how Ripple says that every other thing other than Ripple sucks. Okay, Roger Ver is just saying that Lightning Network sucks because if Lightning Network does work very well, guess what? Bcash is gone. Nobody's using it because it's just slow. So we'll kind of see how that turns out. Now, more important than just squabbles over Lightning Network, Vitalik says ETFs should matter less than global adoption. That's the important thing. He tweeted out. He says, I think there's too much emphasis on Bitcoin or Ethereum or whatever ETFs and not enough emphasis on making it easier for people to buy $5 to $100 in cryptocurrency via cards at corner stores. The former is better for pumping price, but the latter is much better for actual adoption. And in the end, it's actual adoption that's going to help increase price. As we've seen with stuff like TRON, they can pump the price, but eventually the price comes back down. Same thing with Verge. They can pump the price, but eventually the price comes back down. Whereas with true adoption, the price will stay up there. So, making the case for needing more adoption, there are some news articles recently about more adoption. So, apparently, the Kardashians joined the bandwagon. All right? So the Kardashians Instagrammed, Kim Kardashian Instagrammed, we moved on to Bitcoin with these wonderful little Bitcoin things. I mean, that one's fake. Maybe that one holds some value on it. I'm not exactly sure. Maybe someone sold Kim Kardashian this for like $8,000. And it's just like one of those little fake things. But it could be one of those where it actually holds the private keys on there. That's good news. I remember back in January with like Katy Perry and some other people talking about cryptocurrencies. Well, the Kardashians, a lot of people watch that terrible show. And yeah, so that's a lot of adoption right there. Additionally, Madonna associated with Ripple. So Ripple partners with Madonna's Raising Malawi to match all public donations for a month. All right. Raising Malawi, for those people who don't know, is a nonprofit run by Madonna and partner with Ripple towards raising funds for vulnerable children across Malawi, which I believe is in Africa. Ripple stated that they'll be matching every public donation made towards the cause. That's great news for those children. And, you know, it's good news for, I guess, helping out children in adoption, because now that's two more celebrities this week that are into cryptocurrency, Kim Kardashian and Madonna. Now, Ripple's less evil partner, Stellar, is officially considered as Sharia compliant. So the Bahrain Central Bank has officially announced that Stellar project is in line with national law, which means that Stellar can carry out its crypto operations in Bahrain according to legislation enforced without being restricted. That is wonderful. Okay, a lot of money in those countries, particularly Bahrain, and Stellar can go ahead and transact there with no issues. Now, talking about previous things pumping, Verge price was up today, just like 0.1%. Not very much, but compared with everything else, which is falling, Verge is set to be added to Huobi Pro. So because of that, the price is spiking. Qtum in the news for making strides with its mainnet, including Amazon Web Services integration. So Qtum is always in the news. Now, they're one that kind of fell off because when all the China FUD came out last year sometime, I don't know, when Neo price dropped a lot, Qtum stopped developing because they didn't want to get caught up in that China stuff. Then they fell off. Now they're trying to make more strides. They've got updates to their mainnet, and they're integrating with Amazon Web Services. So with that integration, companies will be able to launch servers without devoting resources to developing its infrastructure. Users will also be able to run Qtum nodes or deploy a test network with the AWS platform without paying any fees. So that's some cool stuff for Qtum in the news. Big news for Cardano. Or maybe it's just big news because I like Cardano. But their second testnet launched today, the IELE testnet. All right. So it's been developed solely for the improved performance of Cardano's IELE virtual machine. Now, for those of you who don't know what that is, which I would expected most of you because I don't really know either, the IELE lets developers write smart contracts in any programming languages, and the code compilation will be done with the help of correction by construction compiler. This compiler is capable of discovering more number of errors when compared to other VMs. This compiler is capable of discovering more number of errors. I'm not sure if that sentence makes sense. They should have used the IELE compiler for that sentence. A larger number of errors, more number of errors. Well, anyways, despite that, I think that's good news for Cardano. They got their second testnet out there. The first testnet was the KEVM testnet, which lets developers test any smart contract that runs on the Ethereum virtual machine. So, last little tidbit of news for all of you. Bitcoin price headed to $500,000 in 6 years, says this hedge fund manager Mark Yusko. He isn't backing down from his prediction that Bitcoin price will reach a new all-time high in 2018 and go further on there. So here's his little tweet thing from July 26th of 2018. He thinks it's just getting warmed up, 25,000 by the end of 2018, 75,000 by 2020, and by 2022, 200,000. By 2024, 500,000. So yeah, he thinks it's going to be blowing up big. He even says he predicted the price of Bitcoin could reach $1 million per coin, though he did not expect Bitcoin to hit this milestone for at least a decade. So hold on to your Bitcoin. Hodl the shit out of that. You know? Hodl it. Hodl it, hodl it, hodl it. Now, guys, that's it for the news. Some things before I give away a free shirt. First thing, I'll be at Coinvention the end of this month. I was just at NASCAR this past weekend. Freaking sweet with the Monarch car, and Rusty hooked it up, and it was a lot of fun. Went to that. The Monarch car slammed the walls because the brakes gave out, but great publicity. Great publicity. And fortunately, everyone was okay. Awesome NASCAR event up in Poconos. Anyways, August 30th and 31st will be at Coinvention in Philadelphia. So come meet me there. Description down, or tickets information down in the description. Also, World CryptoCon. Guys, this is going to be a huge conference. A lot of people headed out there. I think I may also be going to Voice of Blockchain conference this month because there's going to be a lot of people there as well. So a lot of conferences coming up. Make sure you come to all of them. World CryptoCon, you get $250 off the purchase price when you use the link down in the description, okay? And use like LOVE250, which is the code. So check that out in Vegas. Should be pretty cool. They got a Halloween party and everything. Now, for those of you who want to win a t-shirt, make sure you comment on this video and every other video to enter for your chance to win. There were 6 videos since Friday. So we got 1 is the crypto news, 2 HPB, 3 data, 4 anchor, 5 my thoughts, 6 people. Yo, did you guys see my brother did a video? He's gonna start doing more review videos so we can have more reviews for you guys. But anyways, there was a comment on the HPB video that said, "Isn't that an STD?" No, that's HPV. Okay, HPB sounds very similar, but not to be confused with an STD. Okay, so anyways, 6 videos. Yeah, ready? Number 3. Which one is that? 1, 2, 3. The data video. The data video. All right. Good luck to everybody who watched this and commented on it to enter for your chance to win. Yes, please. Wow, 63 comments. All freaking right. Yeah, STD coin. That would probably be popular, but not like whatever. Dejan Horvat. Great video as usual. Love it. Would love to see your honest review on autonomy. I will write that one down. Maybe add it. All right. So, Dejan, email me at the email on my about page, and I will send you a shirt anywhere in the world free of charge. You can wear it proudly, and hopefully I'll run into someone wearing a shirt. I'm not even going to comment on that comment by you, Gavin, but yeah, awesome. So, guys, thanks so much for watching. I will catch you later. Love you all. Have a good one. All right? Peace.